One of the things that I tend to feel proud about myself, or one of the things that I like about myself, is that I see myself as someone who is very open minded. I don't see things as good or bad or right or wrong most of the time. And I don't feel like I can't be friends with someone that has a different belief or sees things from a different perspective. And I kind of see that full rainbow, like all of the colors, and there's space for my truth to be my truth, and there's space for your truth to be your truth. And my truth doesn't, if it's different from yours, doesn't invalidate your truth. And I think we all have the rights and the permission to believe what we believe and have our truth be true for us. And that doesn't have to invalidate or take away from anybody else's truth, because we all have different experiences. We all have different perspectives, and our own life experiences and perspectives are somewhat limited, and we can't know everything, and we haven't been exposed to everything, and our priorities are different, and the way that we see things is always going to be based on our own life experiences and the things that we've noticed and that are important to us. But one of the things that I think is kind of ironic is that one of the things that I do tend to be most judgmental of, or kind of critical of, or don't have a hard time accepting in other people, is when other people are closed-minded. And it's interesting because, we can look at a human design chart. And for me, I have an undefined head center and an undefined ajna. So the top two centers in a human design chart, both are mine undefined. So literally I'm open-minded. Whereas there's some people who have both of those centers in their human design chart defined, and they're more fixed in the way that they see the world and the way they think, their opinions, and the way they interpret information and ideas. And those people, once they have had enough life experiences that make them feel or believe that something's true, it's almost impossible to convince them to see it from a different perspective. And so it's kind of ironic to me that the one place where I don't tend to give a lot of grace is when someone can't be open-minded, because I think that's the right way to be, or that's something that for me I enjoy about myself and I like about myself. But so now that I understand this about people, and you can physically see it in someone's human design chart, whether they're open-minded or closed-minded, now I do have a lot more grace for people that have a defined head and ajna, that are just wired to get more set in their ways, to only be able to see things from that one perspective. And usually it's when they have those strong opinions, it's based on some experience or chain of experiences that have made them believe that something's true. But still, that is kind of a challenging dynamic for me when I'm with somebody that kind of gets set in their ways.